Greetings, my friend. This is I'm Gilles Mansillon. I'm here. I'm a spiritualist and an artist, and I'm here to discuss spiritual matters. And so I wanted to. Sometimes I talk through thousands of videos here where I address all kinds of things. Sometimes I'm wondering, is it authorized for me to speak about that? And then Spirit, as soon as I questioned this question, Spirit kind of told me it is my mission to do that here. So I'm going to continue. For we need to move from unconscious breathing to conscious breathing and to a voluntary and so continue to cultivate that connection to the freedom that can come from just the serenity, the void, the blank within the mind, yet continue to have plans and be ready for what we've been asking for. Of course, the highest wisdom is communication, to be ready for communication. What needs to be understood is generosity, continue to be generous. What we need to understand is hesitation, to overcome our hesitation. For who hesitates is lost. It's better to make a mistake and learn from the mistake than not doing anything, being afraid of making a mistake. For the only one that's never made mistake has never grown. Then everybody makes mistake, but those who do not recognize their mistake will repeat them. So just learn from your mistake. Wisdom comes from failures, not from success. Yet the success is appreciated once the lesson is mastered. And the outcome is patience. We have to hold within the void, to be able to hold on. It's as an eternal being, we have to learn patience. That's very essential. Do not believe that the Christ or the Buddha had an easy life. Nobody has an easy life. Any master, they all go through what we are going through in this density. And but we need to try to find to do what we can to choose to explore a way that we have not explored yet. It's kind of we have to check it out to see the other way. How does it go in the other way? Whatever that is, know that you can fully rely on this I am present, this great spirit of God that lives within all being and all things. For Empédocle, the philosopher, we don't know all that much about pre-Socratic philosopher, but we know he could perceive infinity within every being, the eternal and finite in everything and every being. And I come to realize, as the I am present, sometimes is becoming a full co-creator with me. Although this is his wisdom, the wisdom of my presence that I rely on. So very often it's like I realize it can take over the program of reality as soon as there is enough consciousness to support that. And so eventually because this source will adapt to anything we choose. It goes through everything with everyone. And so, but once there is enough higher choices that have been anchored to surround our will and trust the creator, the source, the divine plan, then this choice has been recorded inside, and that gives more potential possibility for the soul and the spirit to keep us on track towards this point of freedom and liberation, this ascension. And it becomes a co-creation between you and you. The small you and the larger you. The larger you is God, is creator. The smaller you is this consciousness. And even on the soul level, we becoming to integrate and all that. For God knows all about all. There is nothing that escapes the divine consciousness. Not a single thought, not a single action, not a single word. Everything is recorded. God cannot forget. He will not be... He will not use that against us, what we've thought, what we've said, what we did. But he will utilize all that at the right time to offer us this mirror, so that we can learn from the process and grow and evolve. For it is a process that we've engaged in, and know that we have guides to assist us. Those guides are divine beings, celestial beings that descended from the highest state to serve us during this lifetime. They're like family, they're like friends, they're like fully reliable. They will never betray us, no matter what our choice may be. They will always be supportive, and they're also here to assist us in understanding the eternal law of the universe, the law of evolution, all the many aspects of the law. And so, because we do not know the law, we have to accept that we are the law. God is the law, but it reveals itself little by little. If we knew the eternal law of the universe, we would already be free. But we are free on many levels as we discover the law and align with the law of truth, beauty, goodness. For our guides are standing in the light realm, in the frequency that we need to achieve. In some sense, they're waiting for us for this celebration. And this ascension voyage will be the greatest voyage we've ever undertook. So the highest wisdom is letting go of all the dramas and duality. The two powers is the evil. the good and evil is evil. There is only love, there is only light, and that is the deception. But that's part of the process of growth and learning. We little by little we're learning. What we need to understand is the law, the respect of the rule. So we're returning to the law, the understanding how do we align. What we need to do is to continue to cultivate the peace, the inner peace and outer peace, and the outcome will be the thinker. So the thinker is really about being able to planify and to start making plans, and because we're going to be called into moving into action. For there's going to be a lot of action that is coming, and for all the higher spirits, from the higher spirit in the universe, paradise spirits, they travel in the universe, they fulfill their mission, but they always know if they need to find God in person, they know that at the center of paradise, God will always be found there. For we have to have access to paradise to meet God in person, but through our intention, it is very good to start already connecting to this link through your intention, the center, the creator. And so because God at the center, there is the three first source and centers, the universal Father, the eternal Son, and the infinite Spirit. And then there is all the unfoldment of paradise, but there are many coordinates in the universe. For God is one, so there is for it's like whatever the highest frequency is chosen by our soul and spirit. So follow whatever. There is a lot of cultural and spiritual connections as well because every road leads back to the source, and there is just. And we have to accept the path that is unfolding before us, and. Because the more pure we are, the easier it is to get closer to the source. That's really something for my master God explained to me decades ago that I would do a lot of service in this lifetime, and that humanity and the planet, and so that my life here was significant, because sometimes you wonder what you're doing here, and so but this, at the time it was more about pleasure, and for like human beings are very much drawn about pleasure. For we have to balance out pleasure and service. Rest and service, and for everyone is trying to get closer to pleasure and farther away from pain. It's part of the natural programming of humanity, of all humans, and so for we can rely on connect on the heart, and the heart is really the connection to all of it. It's within and above. There is this great consciousness of them, and so let's see. Yeah, because this presence can really take over all reality eventually, for the return of God. Then everything will go well once we have accepted that. For right now, what we're offering is salvation. Salvation. We're not sure how it happens. It's just the co-creation I see in many situations from behind the scenes. Sometimes my consciousness is exposed to some situation, and my intention to clear it up, bring about the power of my own divinity, and my divinity solves it. So I don't really know how this all happened, but I know it is from the intention and the co-creative process. We have to become co-creator. We're also going to need to co-create the cleansing of the planet with the technology coming from the galactics. We want to return this planet to a pristine state. They're very close, they're much closer than we think, and but we're given this time to become sovereign of our own inner kingdom, and we are the ruler of our kingdom, our universe. It is a universe within ourselves. It's a kingdom in reality. The deeper we go, and so, but we want to come in from divine strength and authority. Once this is done, everything is, we don't always know the wisdom in the situation, but when we come into the situation, if we allow these higher energies to manifest its own intelligence in relationship to see, it solves, it balances out, it heals, it allows and then all the energies are flowing in that direction, in the ascending spiral. For we all on an ascending spiral. Our souls are this great ascending spiral. For the highest wisdom from the Akash is the knighthood, to have value, to have principle, to defend that which is right. But I mean, to also be chivalresque. What we need to understand is the persecution and inquisition. We need to put an end to all that, to return to our sovereign strength and authority, and to come out of it, no matter what the circumstances may be or may look like. What we need to do is put an end to the war and battles, and the outcome is the scribe or the writer. It's important to continue to write, take notes, and take notes. I'm doing a lot of drawings, but I'm taking a lot of notes. I have many books. I have this one book I want to publish very soon, translated in English as well, and but then I have 2 or 3 more that will to explain, to offer that point of freedom to know, because most humanity are not being allowed to, they haven't been aware that there is this possibility of total unification. They don't know who they are. They don't know they are the creator of all that is within, deep within. And so they play the game of the ego. But as soon as they have the information, they will be able to make a choice. And that is depending on their soul. It's not really, everybody will awaken when the creator will program to awaken at a certain point. So what we need to understand beyond the persecution and the inquisition is the galactic connections, the galactic spheres, the fifth dimensional unified field. And as soon as we can let go of this inner fight, this inner battle, then we can start really moving forward and moving on track. So all of it will be there is so much that is about to shift, and so I wanted to thank you very much. Of course, thank you to listen, to come and to comment, to like, to subscribe. Thank you for your donations, and if you want a private session, you can send me an email so that I sing a song that reminds us that we're just passing through here with stardust, in truth. And so just oh, well, I can sing that. Well, no, I'll sing this one for now. It's called Dust in the Wind. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity, dust in the wind. All they are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do, crumble to the ground, though we refuse to see. Dust in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. Now don't hang on, nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It sleeps away, and all your money won't another minute by. Dust in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind, everything is dust in the wind. A song from Kansas. So all we have is the present moment, today. Seize the day. Do whatever, follow whatever's called for tomorrow may never come. We may die. We never know. So just enjoy each moment. For everything has meaning. Everything has sense. And but they say that we have a life plan, we have a life contract, and so it's very hard to end an incarnation before the end of our contract. Some people do; they commit suicide, but it's a waste of time, because they have to return exactly where they have with the same problem. Maybe not, it depends on their soul, but they do have to face at some point the same problem, but in different conditions that may make it easier or harder, depending. So it's just enjoy your life and know that it's put your life. It is not for us to decide, and we just got to follow the program. Once our life mission will be over, it will be over. But for now, we still have Spirit was announcing me that I have this very long life program ahead of me. So it's like I have much to manifest yet. And the card of the day is the 6 of Raphael. Let the inner child emerge from within you. New friends or old relations coming back, children or childhood. So it's about this new friend, this family, this connection, this tribe, this new people coming in, old people, this great deal of joy and celebration that are right ahead. Well, I wish you a wonderful day. I hope this message was interesting for you, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.